This is Josh White from Lucas Automotive North America, and today I'm talking to you about this guy right here. This is a 2018 Mercedes Sprinter headlight housing. Hasn't really changed much on the back end since about '06. The front styling is a little different, but the back end in terms of the adapters and everything that you're going to need, pretty much '06 to 18. This is going to cover. The 19 pluses are different. This is one of the most challenging ones. You need adapters, you need decoders. I'm going to show you first what parts you need, and then I'm going to show you how to prep this for install, and then finally we're going to put some LED bulbs in this guy, so stay tuned.
Okay, everybody, before we take this housing apart, I'm going to go through the tools as fast as possible, and I'm going to give you a tool list at the end of this video so that you can just pause the screen. I'm going to go through this fast just for the sake of keeping the video as short as possible. So the two lights you're going to need, I'm doing L5 for the high beam, L3 for the low beam. These are both H7. You're going to need decoders, two pair, one for the low beams and then another pair for the high beams. I recommend getting the 50 watt 6 ohm resistors. I'd get two pairs of those just in case. Sprinters are very finicky, so just want to make sure that you have all the parts you need ahead of time. We're going to use the LHBB016 for the low beams, and for the high beams we are going to use the 002. I also recommend that you get the 25 pack of adapters, that is adapt to sort. You take this out, you use 2 out of the 4, you still have 2 left over, you just reorder them and put them back into your collection, and then that assures that you're gonna have everything you need. A flashlight of some sort in case you're not taking the housing out so you can see inside. You're gonna need primary wire, you're gonna need female spades, you're gonna need crimpers, wire strippers. I'm doing these guys because they're a little easier for how I do it. A sharp pick tool, and then possibly you're going to need this T20 as well. So let's get into it. Okay, step 1 of prep is we've removed the cap, so you just unscrew that, and then we've got high beams right here, which just you're gonna just turn it counterclockwise, and this is similar to like what we've had in the ProMaster or the Kia videos that we've done in the past, where the adapter is connected to the wires and connected to the bulb. So you just got to pull that bulb out. Now the low beam is a little different in this. The low beam actually has its own connectors, its own little socket, and the wires actually go to the socket. So there's 2 little connectors in there. So if we want to kill power to that, you have to push up. You have to push inward on the socket, and then you can pull the wire straight out like that. So we've taken the power out of the socket now, so that when we put our adapter in that, it will not ground out. And then the other step for prep is take your collars off your bulbs. You just have to push them in and twist them until they come out, and then we're going to install these collars first. What I do is I'll just stick my finger through the adapter, or through the collar, should I say, like that. And so that's how it sits in the adapter. Okay. And then we'll put it in downward this way, and then rotate it into place. Oops, I missed the tab there. So that's nice and tight right there. You can see it, the tabs fit underneath the screws here and here. Okay, and then the other one's a little easier. The other one will actually stay in the adapter. There's one spot that has 2 right here, and that just corresponds to the spot that has 2 inside the housing. So we just put it in again, twist it, just get it as tight as it'll go. Okay, so for the high beam, we're doing the 5. So just going to kind of tuck it in there, put the bulb inside of the collar, and that is in. That is twisted in. And then we're going to take the L3 and we're going to twist that into the low beam collar. This one's a lot tighter, you'll see. You've got to get that wire pushed down pretty tight, so pretty tight fit there. But so those are in now. All we got to do now is wire everything up. Okay, we're going to start with the high beam. So the bulb that's the L5 that's with the metal adapter. I'm just gonna say plug the box, tuck the box in, plug in your decoder. You could tape over that if you're worried about unplugging or anything like that. And then your decoder is gonna give you an end like this. So you're gonna find the positive, which is this side, and then you're gonna plug that into the white. So brown is always ground in European vehicles, so the negative is going to go on this side, and you're just going to plug that right in. Okay, so that's pretty much done. I mean, you can just tuck all that in. Now, the low beam light is the challenging one. So you've got the wire that we unplugged from the socket, and there's really no way to just like directly plug that in. So I recommend just taking some primary wire and put females on the end, crimp them really good, and then you're going to hook the brown to black and the red to yellow. Make sure that's all cleaned up nicely, and then you'll plug in your light bulb to those ends respectively. So that's essentially how you do the low beam. I do recommend unplugging this, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. I'm going to go ahead and pull this socket out and then show you how to get this out of it, because it's a little confusing and I do get a lot of phone calls about it. So I'm going to show you that now. But otherwise, once you wire this, you tuck everything in. You're going to put the cap back on, tighten it, and you're done. So let me show you how to get that, how to get this plug out. Okay, just to show you a close-up of what's going on with that low beam. So I took the 3 Torx 15 screws out. So then when you take this out, you just rotate it counterclockwise, it comes out. You can see that there's 2 connectors there. So inside of the socket, you've got those 2 connectors there, which is where you're getting power and ground from. So you actually push in on that. So you're pushing inward. So you push inward, you can see this thing move. Watch, see, like that. Once you push this inward, it comes right out. There's like a channel on the top that these guys go into. And then when you get it all the way in, it drops down like that. So you have to push in on this in order to get that out. If you really want to, you can cut this, but leave it long enough to where you can reattach it later if you'd like. So, but you know, I understand if you're in a hurry and you can't figure this out. Just cut one wire at a time, or make sure there's power off, and put your females on the end, and then you'll be able to plug that right into your aftermarket light.